Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Srinivas. Today I am going to discuss an interesting strategy based on gap down. Generally people do intraday using indicators, candlestick patterns, this and so many other stuff, right? Generally those things do not work in intraday. Not only intraday, they do not work even on daily candles. Those may work on weekly and monthly time frame, but to be profitable intraday, one should come up with some different innovative ideas. You should think differently. Okay, this is one of those ideas where the intraday trading actually works and it gives really good results, of course, wonderful results. In this strategy, we are going to use FNO stocks. There are around 180 to 200 FNO stocks in NSE. We are going to use only those universe of stocks for trading this strategy. What we should do? Before market opens, we need to find the top 5 losers. That means after pre-market closes at 9:08 a.m. in the morning. We need to select the stocks only if gap down is more than 2.5%. Okay? If the stock is gap down by 1%, 2%, we should ignore those stocks. And another important thing I consider in this backtest is we should not be trading the stocks below 50 rupees or above 5,000 rupees. That means we are going to trade the stocks only trading between 50 rupees and 5,000 rupees. Okay. Now, based on the stock selections tools I have explained in the previous slides, you have either no stocks, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 stocks selected for the trading on the day. If there are no stocks selected as per the criteria, don't do any trading on the day with this strategy. Okay. Let me go to NSE website and tell you how to choose the stocks before the market opens for trading this strategy. Go to nseindia.com and inside market data you have this market snapshot. Click on this. Then go down. There's a top gainers and losers. Click view details here. Since I told we are going to use only the FNO universe, select FNO securities here, and we are not interested in the gainers because we are looking for only losers where the stocks gap down. Now see, so this one you need to check around 9:08 a.m. or before 9:15 a.m. after the pre-market closes. At that time, you see the stocks which are gapped down by more than 2.5%. And the stocks should be trading between 50 rupees and 5,000 rupees. Select top 5 stocks from this list based on the rules I mentioned. Okay. Let's look at the capital allocation in this strategy. Assume the total capital is 10 lakh. The capital per trade would be 10 lakh divided by 5, that is 2 lakh per trade. And since it's intraday, we are going to use leverage of 3x. That means each selected stock to be traded with intraday margin of 2 lakh into 3, which is 6 lakh. Okay. Please note, don't take more leverage than 3x because the max loss even with 3x leverage can cause you 10% loss of your capital on any single worst day. Okay. There may be a very rare scenario where you can lose 10% of capital, but that is really rare. This strategy gives very less signals for trading. So considering that kind of day comes very rare. Okay. So what is the entry rule? Now you have selected the stocks. Let's say you selected 5 stocks, 4 stocks, 3 stocks, whatever, or there may be no stocks at all. Okay. Suppose if you selected some stocks for trading based on the rules, then how to enter a particular, then how to take a trade in each those selected stocks. Okay. We need to go long above 2% from the open price. Okay. When the stock opens at some price and it moves 2% from the open, then we need to enter long trade. Okay. Similarly, we need to go short below 2% from the open price. Okay. For example, if a stock opens at 500 rupees, then the buy trigger price would be 500 plus 2% of 500, which is 10 rupees, that is at 510. As soon as the price breaks 510, we need to go long. Similarly, at 490 rupees, we need to go short. when the price breaks down. So how to execute the trade? As soon as market opens at 9:15 a.m., within a fraction of first second, even milliseconds, place stop limit orders for both long and short entry for all the selected stocks. Okay. Please note, you have to place stop limit order for entry. Okay. This stop limit order not for exit, because in this scenario, some stocks may be too volatile and they can immediately go up or down by 2% within a fraction of first few seconds itself after the market opens. Okay. That's the reason you should be very fast in executing this strategy. If a long trade triggers first, let's say after you place the orders for long and short, that means 2% above the open price, you place the long order, and 2% below the open price, you place the short orders for entry. Okay. If any of the trade, either long or short, triggers first, you need to cancel the other order. Okay. That means if a long trade triggers first, cancel the order of short trade, or if a short trade triggers first, cancel the order of long trade. Okay. That means we have only one trade per stock per day, either long or short. That's it. If no long or short trade triggers till 2:30 p.m., cancel all the open orders. That means no more new entry after 2:30 p.m. Yes, there may be days where even though you placed orders for long and short, till 2:30 p.m., the price has not reached either long trigger price or short trigger price. That means no trade on that day in those particular stocks. So, we have discussed about the entry rule. I think that is clear. Now, let's see the exit rule. Simple. Stop loss is 3% from your entry. Target is 10%. Okay. Make sure your target is 10%. If no stop loss or target hits, square off the trade at 3:15 p.m. Okay. An important point. We should not trail in this strategy, because in this scenario, most of the stocks are too volatile and they can move here and there very fast and can hit your stop loss easily and can go in your trade direction. That's the reason we don't use trailing stop loss in this strategy. Let's perform the backtest. The backtest period I am going to consider in the strategies from 2019 to 2024, that is 6 years, which is enough for intraday strategy. Okay. And please note, this is survivorship bias free backtest, which is a real one. If you don't understand what is survivorship bias free, then please watch my previous videos on this topic. So, as I mentioned, SL is 3%, target 10%, and leverage 3 we are using here. Okay, let me run the backtest. We are running this backtest from 2019 to 2024 November. Okay. You see some old stocks here like Reliance Capital, DHFL, Indiabulls Housing Finance, etc. So most of those stocks are not there today as they are suspended. But you find those trades in the past, because we are doing survivorship bias free backtesting, which is a real backtesting. Okay. Backtest has been done. Let's see. If you look at the CAGR, 57.88%, the drawdown was around 9.31%. If you look at the total trades, 942. Okay. Target hit 55 trades, SL hit trades 253. And square of total trades 634, square of win 1 418, square of loss 216. If you look at the overall win percentage from profit trade to loss trade, that is exactly 50%. And max loss per trade minus 18,000 on a capital of 10 lakh. Okay. And max profit per trade is 60,000. And we have a max loss day of 9%. Okay. You can lose a 10% of capital in a single day with this strategy with a leverage of 3x. If you want this number to be lesser, then use leverage of 2x or even 1.5x would be fine. But the results will vary according to the leverage used. The CAGR will go down. Of course, the drawdown will also go down. Max profit of a day around 16.72%. Okay. Average monthly PNL is around 5%. Of course, that is not consistent. Every month you don't get 5%. But if you consider average of all months over the period of 6 years, you get average of 5% per month in this strategy. Okay, the max profit of a month is 32%, max loss of a month is 9%. Okay, and the max risk taking is minus 14%. This is a total P&L of long trades, and this short trades is overall P&L. And the P&L is actually 2,86,000. This is without considering compounding. That means every year you are trading with only 10 lakh. And the charges are around 2.6 lakh charged itself. Okay. After charges, we have 36 lakh 4,000 profit. Okay. On an absolute basis. If I consider the compounding, this is 57.88%. If you look at the yearly P&L, here it is, year-wise. In 2019, this strategy gave stellar return about 92%. Then 2020, 72, 21, 32%. 2020, 21, 32, 22, 39, 31. Then again, 2024 again performed very well, 92%. Okay. This is the compounding one. If you consider the compounding, the 10 lakh has become 19 lakh after 2019. Then 61 lakh after 2022. And after 2024, as on today, this 10 lakh would have become 1.5 crores in the last 6 years if we trade this strategy as per the rules mentioned. Of course, the execution comes into picture, which is the main important one, which I'll discuss later. Okay, now the problem is with this strategy, everything is good, right? This 57% is really a great number, and all the numbers are looking awesome here, no issues, right? But there is some issue with this strategy because the execution. As I told, we have to place orders exactly 9:15 within a few milliseconds just after the market opens. There may be a chance some trades won't be executed. They just spike up immediately within first few milliseconds. That means most of the retailers may not execute those strategy. Even as an algo trader, and I may not get a chance for my order to be get filled, right? So the HFT, high frequency traders, have a lot of executions capabilities in terms of speed, and they are co-located with NSE servers. Those guys actually can trade this strategy and they can get the fill with an accurate execution capabilities. Okay, so can we trade this strategy or not? Okay, that's the question. Yes. So what I did, if we skip the first 1 minute candle, okay, that is instead of backtesting from 9:15, let me backtest from 9:16, and how the result would be. Let's see the result. If we skip the first 1 minute candle, start the backtesting from 9:16 onwards. Okay. So you are interested in knowing the results? Let's see. So anyone can trade this strategy if I consider 9:16 start time, correct? Because in the first minute you may or may not get the fill. But if you are lucky enough, if you place orders very fast just after the market opens, still you may get some orders get filled. Okay, it's not like you don't get any order fill in the first 1 minute. But still there is a possibility. Again, it depends on your luck factor. See, the backtest is ready. When I backtested this from 9:16 AM onwards, skipping the first 1 minute candle, look at the results. The CAGR is around 30%. The drawdown is more in this strategy, 26.7 compared to the previous one. Okay, so there are 851 trades. Okay, because in the previous one we had around 900 plus trades, here 850 trades. So that means those 50 or 70 trades actually got triggered in the first 1 minute itself, assuming we didn't get enough fill. That's the reason we lost those trades. I mean, we skipped those trades in this backtest. Okay, even if you look at the all win percent is 47%, and the overall monthly average P&L comes to 2.63%, whereas in the previous version it has a 5% plus, right? Again, the max loss of it is minus 5% here, and max profit is 16% with a 3x leverage. Okay, look at this number. Charges are again more or less here 2,35,000 charges, and net result 18,68,000. Okay, if you just consider 10 lakh capital for all the years, but if you compound it, it will look like this. In 2019 year, we had 30% profit, whereas in the previous one we had 90%. Okay, see the big differences in the first minute plays a major role here. Okay, if you skip the first minute, we are getting 30% from 90%. But other years are good. They are more or less same to 20, 21, 22, more or less same with the previous version. But 2023, this version gave loss. But again, 2024, we got around 48%, even if we skip the first 1 minute candle with this strategy. So with this strategy, the 10 lakh capital would have been 48 lakh in last 6 years. Okay. Let me validate some trades on the charts. Okay, let me check some latest trades for validating trades. Okay. See, on November 21st and November 22nd, Adani Ports, we got short trade on 21 and long trade on 22nd. Okay. Let me just open Adani Ports here. So look at 21 November. So the low is 995.65, high is 1160.7. So in this we got entry at 1137 as a short, and our target hit around 1023, which is a 10% target hit in this case. Okay. And if you look at on 22nd, we got a long trade at 1094.05. Okay. This next trade, see, this is a gap down again here. In this case, the price didn't go below. That means our short trade did not trigger. Instead, our long trade triggered somewhere here, and we entered, and the trade got squared off around 3:15 p.m. with some profit, which is around 3.7% profit. Okay. So yeah, that's how the backtesting is. Let's analyze the backtest results of version 1 and version 2. So what is a version 1? If you are able to execute with a blazing speed like HFT firm, right? So if you can get fill in the first few milliseconds or seconds after market open, the result will look like this. The CAGR of 57.88%, which is a stellar outstanding performance. Okay. And year-wise fill like 91, 72, 32, 39, 31, 92%. Okay. The 10 lakh would have become 1.5 crore. Okay. And if you do a normal execution, that I'm assuming we skip the first 1 minute candle and we start trading from 9:16 a.m. So in this case, our CAGR comes around 30% still, which is a very good number, and the max DD got increased in this case. Okay, the 10 lakh would have become 48 lakh in this scenario. Okay, and see, this is not actually real. Whatever the right hand side I shown, if you trade manually, retailers we traded, so we get actually more than that number. The reason is you always try to place at 9:15 as soon as the market opens. If you are lucky, some trades will get filled. It's not like no trades will get filled in the first 1 minute for us. You may get filled. So depending on the luck factor, so what kind of trades, what amount of trades you got to fill in the first 1 minute. So overall CAGR will be around 35 to 40%, which is still a great number. Okay, even if you don't want to trade in the first 1 minute, if you want to trade it from first 9:16 a.m., still fine. Okay, still you will get really good results. So what if you ask me at what speed I can place all the entry orders with my algo system? Okay, see, I can place within 10 milliseconds after market opens, but still it depends on the broker server's capability and how fast they can send it to further to the exchange servers, right? It all depends many factors. So again, there should be some luck factor involved, even if you're doing with algo. Only in that case, you may be able to get higher returns when you execute this strategy. Okay. I have not considered the slippages part because there are very less number of intraday trades in general. You can consider some slippage, still the strategy performs good. Okay. When there are a lot of trades, the slippage actually plays a bigger role, but you don't get much trades every day. Some days there are no trades. You just keep those days. Okay. And don't worry about it. Forget about the algo, machine, HFT firms, etc. The good part is even we can actually place the orders manually with good speed. We can actually use basket orders as well. So before 9:15, you know, right, what all the stocks you already selected 9 a.m. right? So prepare a basket orders with all the stop limit orders of buy and sell. You can just place them as soon as market ticks 9:15:00 a.m. Okay, so that way you can trade this strategy. Again, I'm not recommending anyone to trade this strategy and become rich persons. This is just my analysis, and I just want to share something to the people out there. That's the reason I shared this strategy to you, all of you. And if you really like my efforts, please share this video to as many people as possible. Okay. Thank you all. That's it for the day.